If you want to change a property smoothly, then you need Tween Service. Tween Service basically allows you to change most of the properties on a part or other things smoothly, like position, transparency, size, just most of these. I've set up a couple demonstrations. Here you can see it's changing the position smoothly. On this one you can see the size is changing smoothly. You can even change color smoothly, and you can change transparency like this. Alright, I'm just gonna start with nothing just by deleting these. Just add a part. You can name this part whatever you want. I'm just gonna keep it as part. Make sure it's anchored. You can do whatever you want with this part. I'm just gonna make it a little bigger, and a cube like that. Add a script inside of the part. Call the script whatever you want. I'm gonna call it Tween script because it's a script that's gonna tween the part. First, the most important thing, you need to actually get the Tween service, which allows you to tween stuff. Pretty simple. You just make a variable, call it Tween service, and then use get service to get the Tween service. To actually create a tween, you have to get the reference to the Tween service that you made up here and do colon create. This creates a tween. You just need a couple parameters up here, but luckily for you it shows what you need. So first, the instance, this is what you want to change. It can be like a GUI thing, a part, just anything with properties basically. For this, it'll be the parent of the script, so the part, because the script is inside of the part. And make sure to separate all of these with a comma. Next up is tween info. That's just the info of the tween, obviously. To create tween info, write tween info and then .new. Time is how long it takes for it to complete, so you can do it like 1 second, I guess. The next one is easing style. That's the different styles to tween it. To get it, just do enum.easingstyle. Sign is usually what I go with. It's just like just the smooth, kind of like the default one for me. Next is easing direction. Get that the same way, but type easing direction right here, and then and the ways you can use easing direction is in, out, or in, out, which I don't even know what this does. You can read this. I don't feel like doing it. I usually just do in, out though. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what it does though. Repeat count is the amount of times it repeats. For this, I'm gonna do 0 because I don't want it to repeat. Reverse, it's a Boolean true or false value. I don't want it to reverse, so false. And then delay, and I don't want to delay, so 0. Next, you want to get out of the tween info. Add a comma. The property table. A table, to add a table, just do brackets like that, the curly ones. And then the property you want to change. You can change a bunch of different stuff, most of these. I'll just do size for now. So just type size. Make sure it's exactly how it's spelled in here, by the way. And then equals. For properties that are size or position, you have to use vector 3 because it takes 3 numbers, the x, y, and the z. Make sure it's vector 3.new as too. For the x, I'm just gonna make it like, it's already 444, so I'll just make it like 888. Oh, I just put a comma right there. And you're not done yet. You can either on the end put colon play, and that'll do it, but I like to make it a variable, so just like local tween or whatever you want to call it, and then you can do tween and then play it from there. And now if you run the game, you'll see it works. It went out. If you want yours to keep looping, I would not recommend doing the repeat over here because it's pretty bad. So basically just copy and paste this and then make it the original size, so 4, 4, and 4, or whatever yours was. Delete the tween play and name the second tween just tween2, I guess. Add a while loop. I did task.wait, but you can do true, whatever you want. I usually do task.wait just in case. And then in the while loop. The reason I made tween a variable is because it gives you different things you can do with it. For example, tween.completed wait. This just waits until it's completed. And then after the first tween is completed, just play the second one. And if we do this, it'll just before the second one is even done, it'll loop and then just play this one again. So to prevent that, do tween2.completed wait. That way it'll wait until the second one's completed and then loop again. I'm also gonna drag it up because it was kind of in the ground. And now if you run it, where is it? Oh, you can see it's working. And you can change a bunch of different properties too, like position. Since it's position, doing this would be kind of weird because it would move it. I'll just show you. Look, it'll do this. Yeah. So instead of doing this, just copy this, and then you can do position equals to script.parent.position plus, and then do it. This will just make it to where it adds 888 to the position it's already at, and do the same thing for the one down here. So just and I'm actually, instead of doing 4 down here, I'm gonna subtract 8, 8, and 8, so it goes back to what it was before. And now you'll see it's doing that. You can also change transparency, and that does not take a vector 3. You just put 1, and then for the second one, just make it 0. And by the way, 1 will make it completely invisible, 0 visible. So if you play it, it'll do this. And it doesn't have to go all the way invisible. You can make it like 0.5. It'll just go half transparent. You can also change color. And when you're changing color, it takes color 3. And then just do from RGB, which is red, green, and blue. And you can pick a certain color, so red. I'll just make it red completely. And for the second one, I'll make it blue. Just like a dark blue. So it'll, oh, yeah. Make sure to experiment with all the different easing styles and easing directions and all the properties you want, just so you really understand it. And that's basically it. Bye, guys!